Yes, sir, and we are back. You are listening to The Light right here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. We're on the campus of Stockton University. We are powered by AtlanticCityFocus.com, who underwrites the show. Every Tuesday is Civic Engagement Tuesday, and we do this because, generally speaking, your election day is going to be some Tuesday in November. So every Tuesday, we bring you up and close with candidates, elected officials. We give you information on registering the vote, all types of great information like that. And today, we are so happy that we were able to secure our special guest, Assemblywoman-elect Maureen Rowan. Did I pronounce that right?
Rowan, yes.
Rowan. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come. How does it feel to not be running for office for at least the next 2 years?
It's an interesting experience, and although I'm not running for office, I'm gearing up to take office, so I've been pretty busy.
You get sworn in January?
January 13th.
Okay. All right. So, let me ask you this. I'm going to be 100%, well, not, I'll be 75% honest.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you who I voted for. But I was a little surprised that you were able to break through and beat my friend Claire Swift.
You are not the only one who was surprised about this. I think the overwhelming majority of people that I've spoken to, encountered, they were surprised that I was able to unseat her.
Now, I want to say this. I'm not saying that I was surprised because you didn't work hard or that you didn't earn it. It's that, with all due respect, I know Claire has done a great job over the past few years. And I know that Don Purdy and that Atlantic County GOP machine was running pretty strong, especially they actually surprised a lot of people in the previous election. Mm-hmm. So, I didn't think that, hard work and everything. You were looking at me like I insulted you.
No, I am not insulted
I don't
at all.
want to be the fly in the. I don't want to be the fly in the punch bowl. But I'm just speaking. It took me by surprise, and I think a lot of people, genuinely vote the party line, but they were like, "She won."
They should not have underestimated me.
There you go. So it's safe to say, out of all the people who were surprised, you expected to win.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay. And I will say this, you guys were entertaining at the debate here on campus a few weeks ago, before the election. That was, the exchange between you guys was interesting, to say the least.
Yes, you could call it that.
That being the case, have you thought about your approach of working with Guardian and some of the Republicans who are in the Assembly?
Yes, I have met Mr. Guardian on a few occasions, and he actually came up at an event I was at and introduced himself. And I advised him, I said, I think we can work together.
Okay.
And
so you have talked to him since the election?
I have talked to him briefly,
Okay.
but we're going to make arrangements to talk more extensively. But I believe that I can work with Mr. Guardian. In addition to other Republicans, we have to work together to reach solutions.
Right.
And as we all know, we are too divided in this country right now. Hopefully on the state level, it's not as bad,
Right.
but we are too divided. I believe when I speak, I tell people that although I'm retired from the active practice of law, I still serve as a mediator. So my job is to bring people, on a volunteer basis, to bring people together. I'm very good at that. And I
Okay.
think I can use those same skills to bring people together in the legislature.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Light here on 91.7 WLFR. This interview will also be broadcast to my people in Camden and Philly on 106.5 WPPM as well. And we're talking to Maureen Rowan, who is soon to be a member of the New Jersey State Assembly. Actually, she's Assemblywoman elect.
Yeah.
So she gets sworn in January, and I'm here interrogating her for the first time. She may not come back to the show, but I got her now. Like I said, I think I might have said before behind the scenes or before we got started. My interview questions are going to be a little bit more pointed now that you're going to be sitting in the big chair. Earlier I played before I get to that, I'll get to this. I'll let you enjoy The Office a little bit. What's the first thing that you're looking forward to doing as part of the legislature once you get rolling and you get an opportunity to put your stamp on something or get involved with something?
Well, the reason I ran for this office is I've never run for political office before, as probably a lot of people know. I'm a retired lawyer. And I ran because I thought that my skill set could benefit the people of Atlantic County. I'm an advocate, I'm a mediator, I'm intelligent. So my first priority is to try to make the lives of the people of Atlantic County better. And as we all know now, I think the most important thing is to address the issue of affordability, including energy, housing, healthcare cost. That is my first priority. That is why I ran, and that's what I hope to accomplish when I get to the legislature. There's so many issues, as I indicated, with energy, with housing, with healthcare, but we have to focus. There has to be a laser focus on making things better for the people of Atlantic County.
Okay, all right. And now let me get to this because it is important to me. Earlier, I had Kaleem Shabazz on, and he put on his hat from the being president of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, Atlantic City Branch, NAACP Atlantic City Branch hat. And he explained people came out, black people of color came out to the tune of 94% to vote for you, to vote for Mikey Sherrill, Lieutenant Governor Dale Caldwell, so on and so forth, Marty Small. 94%. Does that mean that, or to you, does that mean that people of color definitely have a right to a seat at the table or a right to say this is what we need from our governor, from our mayor, from our assemblywoman?
Absolutely, and people of color should always have a seat at the table, regardless of who they vote for. They should
Right.
always have a seat at the table. And I heard part of the interview with Councilman Shabazz, but he referenced the press conference with Ross Baraka.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually at that press conference,
Okay.
and it was fascinating, inspiring, all of the above.
The Black Agenda one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It was very interesting. It was packed house. It was great. But people of color should always have a seat at the table. And unfortunately, that has not happened. And it still continues to happen that not only people of color, but women are not invited to the dinner or a seat at the table. And I would hope that that's something that I can address and redress and find solutions to those problems.
Well, do you care to brag on yourself a little bit? Because I can say, I've seen, while you were campaigning, just about every black event, whether it was campaign related or not, here come Maureen Rowan.
Well, why
She got
wouldn't
everything
I?
but the hot sauce.
Why wouldn't I? I mean, the people of color everyone, these are the people I'm going to represent. So of course I'm going to campaign. Of course I'm going to knock on the doors in Atlantic City. And I know people were surprised at that, like this white woman walking down the streets of Atlantic City. Why not? These are the people I'm going to represent. I owe it to them to introduce myself and tell them what I want to do for them. I owe it to them to ask them for their vote, not simply assume they're going to give it to me.
Well,
So I will brag on myself a little bit.
I think you should, but I will say this: you do have to be careful. You don't want to come off as the great white hope.
No.
But
I know I am not that.
But I will say, matter of fact, you came to a couple of events we did at Beat the Daily Grind when you were campaigning,
Yes.
as well. And I had to twist your arm to get up and talk about your campaign. So that's what I really like, that you came to be in community, not on stage to give a campaign speech.
Correct.
All right, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Light right here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona. We are here with the one and only Maureen Rowan, and we're discussing the fact that she is now our Assemblywoman elect. Okay, so here's what I want to do. It's the holiday season, or about to be. Actually, I started on Monday. Give me a holiday song that you like.
Oh, I'll Be Home for Christmas. That's one of my favorites. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Okay.
I love almost all Christmas music.
Okay, all right. Let's see what I can bring up for us to listen to. Nat King Cole, all right?
Yes, I love Nat King Cole.
Okay. You want to intro the song, or should I?
You do it. You're the expert, not me.
Okay, all right. You're taking on my airways and not even working. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back with more of Maureen Rowan. Here's something for you to chew on. When I come back, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you this. I'm 50 plus, but we have a number of young people. I met a number of young people who voted for the first time in the last election. I don't know if you had a chance to meet any, but I wanted to ask you about your approach for what government can do for, or should do for, young people. All right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a Maureen Rowan pick. The one and only Mr. Nat King Cole. I think this song is going to be famous one day. This is the Christmas song right here on 91.7 WLFR Pomona.